Hey, did we do it? Did we get it done? Good. All right. See, you're amazing because I don't ever know what I can and can't do on there, but you do it all. Thank you for talking me through this morning. Oh, so we're going to do car talk in this stormy weather, but I'm going to do it on something that affected me today, and it's called anxiety. And that's where I'm going to have issues, is anxiety. Um, I do everything I can do to fight through that, and especially that fear, because once it starts taking over, it is so freaking hard to stop. Kathy, however, brought me back to center. Hey y'all, how are y'all? I literally told her, I said, I can't move. I can't leave my bathroom. I can't breathe. And when you have friends that sits there with you when you're going through that and reminds you of your things to go through to center yourself and to bring back to your present time and know what you're doing, that's what you need. And Kathy, you're it. And I appreciate every bit of that. Hi, y'all. How are y'all? Thought I would do a little bit of car talk. It's really bad weather off and on right now, but a little bit of car talk on anxiety, something that I suffer from pretty bad. And it got me this morning or this evening or noon or whatever. I don't even know. I know I've had a really rough day so far. So, hold on. Come on, Clark. Okay. Uh, First things first, I have PTSD when it comes to weather events. Now, I suffer from CPTSD, but that's from childhood trauma. But when it comes to weather events, I have PTSD. And rightfully so. I mean, in 3 years, we lost my home. Then we lost my cars. Then we lost the Harley Davidson. We lost the. Hey, Gretchen. Yeah, anxiety is my topic right now. We lost everything twice. So when a weather event picks up, this is the first one since then that I've ever had to go through. And so my anxiety is already at a very heightened state, at very high. Even with my medication, and yeah, better living through chemistry, it's not working today. We have a Category 5 hurricane that nobody can seem to predict. We have a high pressure system on us, it's raining, sorry, y'all. I have a high pressure system on us right now, but they said it is, I am on the coast of the Gulf of Mexico and Texas, honey. Yes, ma'am, Sophia, I am right in the middle of hurricanes. And usually, I've been here my whole life. I'm not scared of them. But Hurricane Harvey and then Tropical Storm Imelda, who did more damage than Hurricane Harvey, I have PTSD with weather events. And it's irrational fears. I have this phobia. I know that it's irrational, but it doesn't stop. My brain literally doesn't stop. And now that I'm responsible for the lives of people, please don't get on my roof. Then I have to start thinking about, where am I going to evacuate to? All our disaster programs have to go into effect. And right now I have home health, hospice, pharmacy, everyone calling. And that's why I am just now leaving for work, and I've been going since 6 a.m. Calling, wanting to know what we're going to do. Well, I can't really answer that question when I don't know what the storm is going to do. I mean, obviously, I have to have 2 weeks worth of meds on everyone extra. So I told them they could get on that. That's something they can do to get off my back. We do not mass shelter because we have psychiatric residents and I have hospice patients. So no, there's no mass sheltering. We do have the pink vests. We do the pink vest program through CTRAC, or yeah, CTAC. They're our state emergency commission, and we're part of that. So, worst comes to worst, like during Hurricane Laura and Beta, they had to come and pick up my hospice patients in the ambulance and take them north. Where we used to be able to go, and we had an MOU with them, and a contract that we had our own building, we could come there whenever it happens, was Russ State Hospital. And it's far enough north that even though the hurricane does come that way, all of them do, but it's pretty much deadened out by then. But Spindletop, which is the big corporation in our area that is the mental health, they took over our MOU. So we no longer have a place to go. So now we have learned from trial and error that, we can make it. I mean, our houses are built for Category 5. Am I going to live through a Category 5 or stay here? No, I'm not. Not unless I know better. I mean, like, we had no warning with Harvey. We had no idea it was just going to stay here and pound us. And literally, the Gulf of Mexico was across I-10. I have pictures upon pictures. I have videos. I mean, the Gulf of Mexico was on I-10 over it. You couldn't even see I-10 here where I live. And, I mean, we survived it, but I wouldn't want to do that again. We do get flooded in at my job where my residents are, but we do not flood there. Even with Harvey and Imelda, my mother, when she built those houses, she built them way up. So nothing, I mean, we may not can get in or out, but we don't flood. The main thing is the power. That's another anxiety issue of mine. We have a generator that runs the entire house. And then I have a little generator that runs my office, which keeps my medications in, the temperature they're supposed to be at. But this morning, for some reason, with everybody calling at one time, I just lost my crap. And I did. Thank you, Kathy, again. I couldn't, I know better. I know what I'm supposed to do. And when it takes over like that, you forget it. And I just forgot. Kathy said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I did that about 10 times. And my pulse come back down. I wasn't so sick in my stomach. It is a visceral, physical reaction. And it's horrible. I am on medications for anxiety 4 times a day. But when it hits you like that, just hit me. It didn't help. I have to go 3 pharmacies during this trip, so y'all can come shopping with me. I have to go to 3 pharmacies and get medications. And so hopefully that by the time I get there, then I can start filling their med boxes that the other pharmacy from Beaumont will have already delivered. And I'm going to fill 2 weeks worth of meds. And I know that we can't make any decisions until it gets in the Gulf. But this thing is like massive. Nobody thought Tropical Storm Imelda was going to do what it did, and it was worse than Harvey on us. I mean, the water was in the house again. We built up over the line that Harvey was in the old house. And it was 8 feet in our other house that we lost to Harvey. But it took, Daryl woke me up at 6. Was it 6? No, 3. I'm sorry, 3. He left. He was supposed to be working in Houston. And he walked outside and obviously walked right back in, and he said, Keela, you need to wake up. And I had been at the dentist that whole day before getting my crowns in. So I was like, no, you need to wake up. He said, we got to go now. And I finally woke up enough to look out the back door, and the water was already on the steps, and it was just pouring. And I'm like, what is going on? And he said, there's a tropical storm, and it's here. And I said, okay, I'm not going anywhere in the dark with water. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. Turn around, don't drown. I'm not. That's a fear. I mean, that's a rational fear. I'm not stupid. I'm not. I told him I'm not leaving until that sun or some kind of daylight breaks. We're not. And his daughter had to swim with her 3 dogs from her house, which is right behind us, to us. I mean, it was already almost in the house. When daylight hit, as soon as it hit, my car was already flooded in the front yard, and her car was already flooded, and the Harley Davidson was already flooded. So we knew we were losing everything. So we just had to get out of there. We got our pets in there, and it was up when I got in his work truck. And the only reason, hold up, y'all. Oh, I'm trying to be like Mama Bear. You know how you grab this, grab the camera. Thank you, Big Truck, for deciding to get over. But yeah. So look, I'm gonna see. I don't know if this will work, but that's I-10 right there. We had the Gulf of Mexico over that. I mean, like over it. You couldn't even see I-10 during that, both of those weather events. And now I'm sitting here with so much anxiety over this. Don't even know what to do. I have my therapy session at 7. She's already called and asked if I needed an early one. I said, I cannot stop right now. I have to get this stuff done that I'm going to do. And then 7 is fine. She said, I'm just checking in on you. Because she knows me and weather events. But what my main topic was anxiety. And does anybody else, I'm sorry, there's no way I can go. This truck is like in my lane. Does anybody else suffer from anxiety like I do? Like, I mean, you don't have to say or anything. I want to know. I feel like I'm the only one out. It feels like that about anything. Like when I got stuck in my bathroom this morning, that was a first. It's just my brain couldn't go any further. So I'm not the only one. And it's a horrible feeling when you can't control your body. Like, I don't know. I've had those feelings in the grocery store, where you walk out. I left my buggy and walked out because it was too many people. And that was right after the COVID lockdown was lifted. And I was so used to being alone and not around anyone that I left my buggy in Walmart and walked out because it was too many people. And there really wasn't. Honestly, there was not too many people. Oh, car, really? You're going out the end? Oh, God, please don't wear it in the car. I'm sorry, y'all. People lose it when it's raining. My lane's slacked up a little bit. But I've walked out of the store before like that, but I've never had it to the place that it was with me this morning. And Kathy did. She come on there. She said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I did that. And I told her it was helping a little bit. And I mean, I was planted with my feet planted on the floor with my hands holding the cabinet. And the only thing I could do was just take one finger and type. And I was like, Kathy, help. I don't know what makes this happen. Yes, Dr. Gretchen, that would be amazing to know because I don't know. And it seems the older I get, the worse it's getting. Yes, you did. You did. You did tell me. And I did. I looked like, look, now the taste and smell kind of got a little difficult, but it made me have to look for them. But it worked. And grounded me back. And then the doctor called, and then about one of my other residents, and then my mind went back into work mode. I don't know. I guess I'm not understanding how my brain could have went from turned off like it was, like I was like frozen, to right back to work mode. That was some crazy stuff with me tonight. I mean, this morning. I think, number one, that since yesterday, it's been nothing but this hurricane and the unknown, I think. The unknown. And then, my mom and I probably didn't say the nicest words to each other last night, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And I just overloaded. I think I just really overloaded. Sophie, I'm reading this. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. And see, I don't know. I don't know what. I know that it's the fight or flight responses of the brain, but then I want to know what in the heck made me feel like that's, or made my body go into that this morning, or this whatever time it was. I don't even know, because it shouldn't have went, but it did. So that's something different, very much different. So I guess I'll be discussing that with my therapist tonight, and then she's going to tell me. Hang on, Kathy, what'd you say? Really? Okay, so I'm not the only one. And now it's got me thrown off, like I'm second guessing everything now. And I'm not that way. When it comes to work and my residents and their wives and my employees, I all have to be there, and their families, and I have to it's my responsibility to make sure they're safe. And I can't second guess myself. I never second guess myself. And I don't use the words always and never. But I do not second guess myself because of that reason. I take what I know, my training, and I do it. And I'm going to have to mute you for 1 second while I get a resident's medication. Hang on 1 minute. Don't leave me, guys. She saw me and waved. Oh, my neck. Oh, my neck. Okay. Should have had this prepared before I left. I just needed to go, though. Honestly. So, what a morning I've had. What a day I've had. And I needed to see y'all. I needed to speak to y'all. I needed to do something. I don't know. I think thank you so much. And I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you too. Yeah, I figured you were. Okay. So, no, I just thought you were that crazy girl. I am. My uncle drove up beside me the other day, and he was like, "Do I need to call my sister?" Oh, Lord. I said, "I'm talking to my YouTube people on my channel." Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Bye. Thank God she knows me. Oh, Lord. One down, two to go. So, anyway, see, love her. I think also I was watching SPTV this morning, so I don't watch anything else. And well, I was watching Burrow, the stupid hurricane, and I'm like, okay. Well, then I changed it over to whoever was live, and I was like, oh, dear Lord. So I didn't need any of that negativity. And then it just got, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and read the comments. Because I sure cannot now because I'm in the middle of traffic. Come on. Come on. You're not going first, I am. Okay.
Calvin said, well, everything okay today or about the same? Would you like to reply?
Yes.
What do you want to say to Calvin?
I am at CVS, then I have to go to Walgreens, and then I have to go to Lone Star, and then I will be there.
Sending. I am at CVS, then I have to go to Walgreens, and then I have to go to Lone Star, and then I will be there.
Bicycle. Move out of my way, dude. Send. This dude is on a bicycle riding down the middle of the road. Don't you just love it when I really have a topic I need to talk about and then I have to do all these errands before I go into work to fill meds? I'm hoping it provides some space for people that are going through the same thing I'm going through. Oh, Kathy taking over for me for a minute. Oh, her card's on file. I don't have to do anything except wait in line. Oh. No, okay, so wait. What did you say, Kathy, about the pandemic? Hang on. No, I don't know what y'all are talking about, and I apologize because I'm driving and I can't read it all, but I can promise you, whatever Kathy, I don't even know what y'all are talking about, but I'm going to tell you this. The pandemic did nothing for mental health. Made it worse. Especially mine. And I had just got over long COVID. I mean, I got over long COVID. And then there was so much pressure from. I had to give all my employees a badge and a piece of paper that says that they had to come to work. Oh, which time? I don't know. I think I got long COVID with number 1. I did, which was, I don't know, it wasn't Delta. It was one before Delta. Oh God, there's the doctor. Oh God.
Amber said, well, that is definitely an answered prayer. I'm glad you guys decided to send her in. Would you like to reply?
Yes.
What do you want to say to Amber?
Thank you. And I've talked to the therapist, the doctor, and the nurse, and I will continue to do so.
Sending. Thank you, and I've talked to the therapist, the doctor, and the nurse, and I will continue to do so.
Okay. I don't like Siri listening to me. But okay, so let's see. What was I saying about the pandemic? The pandemic, that's where let's see. Joking, I can big store on Saturdays and the day before. Oh, holiday shopping? Hey, Brian. Holiday shopping? No. No. That's what's called add to cart. I learned that during the lockdown. I learned a nice little place called add to cart. I was getting stuff in. I was getting stuff in months and months and months later that I didn't even know I bought. It was that bad. That was my therapy during that. Add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. And I was getting crappy and I'm like, did I order this? When did I order this? And oh my God, why did I order this? Okay, I will have to mute you, y'all. Just please don't leave me. I'll be right back. I don't think I'm the only one having a bad day. Poor thing. Come on. I didn't even look at my gas gauge. Okay, I'm good. Oh. Okay, so Brian, that's me. Like, I had a meltdown this morning. I know you can go back and listen to it later or whatever you want to do, but I did. I had a meltdown this morning and it was pretty bad. Thank God for Kathy because I just lost all my sensibilities. Hang on. Okay, hang on. She didn't make you out. Jesus Christ. Thanks for putting the thing all the way out. Hey, and we're off to the next one. Make a trip to every pharmacy in this town while we're at it. That's about what I'm having to do. But okay, wait, that's a good thing to say because I can't remember what I was saying. Not right now. Trying to remember what I'm supposed to be doing. My lifestyle changed a whole lot. I didn't want to bring COVID to my residents. They would die if they got it. I didn't want to bring COVID to my family. So before we really knew what it was or much about it or how to treat it, I was very careful about everything. I didn't leave. I went straight to work, straight home. That's it. That's it. Homework. But, you know, after a year and a half, they got very old. Very, very old. And I did not crap. Under my phone. And so it got, I'm gonna have to park right here for a second. I can't even pick their meds up without getting their birthdays. Hey, love it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it to work. Car talk's kind of a little bit long. Let's see. Phone, that's it. I appreciate it, y'all. I'm so excited for our new channel to launch. Hey, I need you to send me, hang on now. I need you. Okay. I might can pull their birthdays up. But otherwise I'm gonna sit here and wait on text so I can talk. But so the thing is with I don't, and Gretchen, no, the 4th depends on what I get done today. They came and exterminated one of my independent house this morning. And in our independent house, I still have a staff member over there, but they don't have to be watched. Like there's cameras everywhere, but they don't have to be watched by my staff all the time. And So, but our acute house, and there's only 5 people over there, the men. But our acute house is come on, is my lips are dry. Is where we definitely have to be all the time. And okay, I need John's. Oops. Okay. And Gretchen, I've been off, but I'm not off. Like when I'm off, it still works because I work from the house. I've been making boundaries though. And my boundaries are at, thank you. Now I can, my boundaries are at 5 o'clock, the work phone goes off. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's raining. I don't know. It got soaking wet a while ago. It stopped raining now though. Sorry, my lips are dry. So, 5 o'clock, I do not answer the phone for work if it's like outside agencies, but knowing that I had one at the hospital and there was I had to do it. I mean, like that's extenuating circumstances. Holy crap. And so is this. So, my boundaries I've been to create are, I've got to, even though I'm working from home, I could be just like I am at that office when I never go home. I could be in there in my office at home all day, all night. There's a never catching up that especially with me being off so long with my surgery, I'm never going to get caught up. So I accept that. And I'm going to create boundaries to not put myself back into a position that I was. And my therapist is very, very worried that that's what I'm doing now, but it's not. I realize where I'm at. I know I understand. I've only been to the office on Sunday so far this week. Today will be the first day back. But it's med box. I have to fill the med boxes. So yeah, I'll be there all night, especially after the heck of a day I've had. And I'm getting a very late start. But the boundaries are at 5 o'clock. I'm not going to answer. All these agencies that call, and what's funny? Hey, Summer. It's funny. They okay, so tomorrow's 4th of July. So everyone thinks they're going to call and tell me when they're coming, want me to stop everything I'm doing for this person or this person or this person. And I'm like, you can come, you can take care of your, if that's your patient, you come see them. I'm not going to be there today, available today, because it's Medbox Day. And everybody knows on Wednesdays, do not even try to make an appointment with me. It's not going to happen. And so that way, hang on. So I will not do it. I don't answer the phone. I don't do anything. After 5, it can ring. I have voicemail. They don't want to leave a voicemail. Sorry. You don't really need to talk to me then, because I will listen to the voicemails immediately. And if it's important, I'm going to call them back. If it's not, and it can wait till business hours, then that's what it'll do. Unfortunately, last night, I just had to admit one back to the hospital because we're starting her back on her Clozaril, which is a titration and blood draws and labs, and she started to self-harm, and we couldn't do that out of the hospital. It had to be done in hospital. That and the 20,000 people calling me wanting to know what our evacuation plans are. Just stop. Because I can't tell them anything different than they asked me yesterday. So I turn around and say, oh my God, the calls my numbers I have two phone numbers to the one phone. And then I have my personal phone. That was my personal phone, but not anymore. It just started kind of being the work phone. The only thing I can do with them, Summer, I answer your call every time you call me. I'm talking about work. Talking about all these home health people. I'm talking, I mean, we need them. We need their services. My residents need their services. But not after 5 o'clock just because they want to make their day shorter because there's a holiday coming up. That's not fair to me. And I know life isn't fair, but you know what? I have boundaries to make it that way. And my boundaries are do not call unless it's an emergency after 5 o'clock, except for my staff, of course. But I'm just not going to sit there and talk business with you while I'm sitting at home trying to give my family a little bit of my time. Because that's a whole different, issue. And the baby's home. I want to walk back there and see him so bad. But my appointment yesterday, I've got wheezing in my lungs, so can't go see the baby. But that's okay. I got beautiful pictures of him. He's a linebacker. He's so big. I'm just I don't know. Back to anxiety, my car topic. I don't even know what causes it. Like why this time and not last time? I guess those are good things to ask. Oh my God, I went from crying my eyes out to laughing. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, probably because it's wait. On my connection, Summer? Yeah, it's storming here. We have all kind of stuff coming from the freaking Gulf already. I know, right? I mean, this is the third one. I need to go right through the Jack in the Box and get something, but I don't want to go through another dead drive-through. And my phone is on 5G tower, and I'm sorry it doesn't work well on 5G tower. We don't have enough of 5G towers to make a consistent signal. It's stupid. Well, my phone don't even have a tower showing, so yeah, it does LTE. So it's 4G. That's way more consistent. I need to go check that do not call registry because I know I checked it last year and we were good on it. But I need to add all these numbers. What? What are you talking about? Oh, Owen! Owen! Poor Kathy's getting close. Don't at her. Owen, you better be nice to Mama. I love it. Holy crap. You know that's gonna come on. Or I gotta see. Oh, wait. Oh no, I'm sorry. Kathy. Her lights are going out. I need somebody sitting there with me. Unless Kathy can get back in, her lights just flicker. So somebody talk to me about your anxiety. I mean, I know I'm not the only one. That was my topic for today. I just don't know. I just feel like what makes it happen. I'm gonna have to do some deep dives into this because I've been trying to compartmentalize everything, and and I don't like to use the word try. That's the first thing I tell everybody: don't use the word try. Either do it or don't. But of course, here I am back to where I shouldn't be. I need to do a deep dive into this because I can teach everybody when they ask a question, but I have a very hard time lately telling myself that. And it shouldn't be like that. I'm trying to get some control over my environment or throw it in the gap, as Reese likes to say. Okay, Kathy's off because her power went out. See, okay, so I'll explain the reason why I don't like the word try. Is because to me, and I think it's just because of the correlation. I always tell my residents, or when I'm, if they're coming in as a patient, whatever it is, you either do it or you don't. If you do it and fail, you've learned something. Do it again, and don't do it the way that you did. Try a different approach. Do it until you are able to do it, or don't do it. But don't usually when I get try, there's Kathy, she's back. Usually, usually when I get try, somebody says, "Well, I'll try." To me, that's no, they're not. And it may be just my view on it, and I mean, it may be, but it's been my experience with it that try usually just means they're not going to do it. Okay, one sec. So, okay, yeah, there's only like 20 cars back there. Okay, I'm done. Missed everybody's comments. Sorry about that. And I'll just have to stop. One more stop, and I'm gonna log off before I go in there because that's to buy their whole cigarettes for the entire month, and that takes me too long. So, anyway, yeah, Brian, the reason that I don't, thank you. The reason that I don't, and I say it, I catch myself doing that, but I think it's like coming. It's like on a professional thing. I have all different types of, individuals with all different types of mental illness that I have to work with on a daily basis. And I have found, especially with the personality disorders, that if they say, well, I'll try, that means they're not going to do it. And that's just been my experience. So I asked them to retract that and say, I will. Make it an affirmative statement. Or if they don't want to, say, I won't. Just don't tell me you'll try, because to me, you're just telling me that. And that's usually the case when it comes to that. I told one of them, I said, do it. If you fail, you know which way not to do it. Try again, or do it again. Sorry. See, I'm even guilty of it. Do it again. Do it again a different way. Do it until you can do it completely. And you will find by attempting to do these things, whatever it may be, while you're doing that, and say you're not succeeding in it, you're actively searching for a different way to do it to be a success. So that's why I do not like them using the word try, because that's just like a cop out. Yes, I find myself saying it more than I ever thought, just because I think I'm more aware of it now. Well, I'll try to do this, I'll try to do that. I'm either going to do it or I'm not, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it and every time I fail until I get it right. And I just kind of want them to have that mental capacity to do that and not always depend on somebody else to do it for them. So, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's what I get in my brain. And maybe it is because of what I've always learned in the word maybe. That's what triggers me from growing up with parents that said, oh, well, I asked them something, well, maybe. Well, that means no. I mean, that's an automatic first thing I think of when I say maybe. When I hear somebody say maybe. No, because that's the way I was raised. They would say maybe. Just enough to keep your hopes up, but also in the back of your mind as you're getting older, know that it's not going to happen. So I don't know. Maybe it's just using definitive words that I really like better, because there leaves no room for confusion, for misconception. It leaves red light. Leaves no room for doubt. So it's yes or no. I will or I won't. I just want some definitive answers, and it's just yeah, I don't trust maybe, and I don't trust try, because to me that's cop out. And that's exactly right. Because oh God, we'll see. There's another one. My whole life growing up, that is what we got. You're right. We'll see. Oh crud. Where are you at? Oh, there it is. Sorry, ambulance. Don't go to my place. God, I don't have my scanner on. Please, we don't go in my. That's sad, y'all. When I hear that, oh my God, that is so sad. It's the first thing I think of, going over to my place. God, please don't be going to work. I should already had a phone call if that was happening. But yeah, the maybes. Well, oh shit. Let me over, ass. There's a freaking ambulance behind me. Jerk. Sorry. Freaking pricks, man. You don't see the flashing lights? Well, guess what? When I worked the ambulance, you know what? You're the kind of people that used to bitch at me for not freaking being there on time, and you're the reason why you're holding them up. Oh. Okay. I mean, she's an old lady too. No, when it comes to freaking ambulances and fire trucks like that, I work on an ambulance. I know. And when she would not even let me over at all. And I'm thinking, okay, you don't see these flashing lights and hear the siren behind you, but yeah, you're going to be the first one when I get out on the ambulance. And you ask me what took so long? Because you wouldn't move out of the way. Oh, that's my road rage right there. Yeah, and I'm really hoping they're not going to my job. I think I might need to check on that. Let's see. Hey Siri. Call Beth Snyder.
Calling Beth Snyder Mobile.
Just gonna make sure because I don't like this little gut feeling I have. Siri sucks. Yeah, she would make like she was right beside me when not. That's not good. Yeah. Thank you, Summer. Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
Y'all don't have an ambulance or anything coming out there, right?
Okay.
Okay, just making sure because the ambulance and first responder truck.
Ma'am.
Just past.
Brittany, can you do that couch since you're sitting on the plate?
The look. I'm fixing to get off. I'm getting her cigarettes, but I just want to. There's an ambulance headed that way. That's why I want to make sure that it wasn't going to y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye. Okay, good. Kind of feel like they do whenever they see a helicopter in Los Angeles. How they get oh crap, we're being swatted. Yeah, well, I kind of feel like that every time I see an ambulance come out this way. I'm like, oh crap, they're going to my place. Oh, but okay. I love y'all. Yes, Kathy. And I truly thank you for this morning. Seriously, thank you for that. Haven't had that happen before. That was really strange. And but I got through it. Thank you. And I'm gonna go in here and be a nervous wreck on. I don't like anybody waiting in line behind me, so I always move over, let them go, and I have 20 residents to buy a month's worth of cigarettes for, so it's gonna be about an hour in here. But because I don't want to hold nobody up. I make them go ahead of me. I'll just move over, and that is so stupid, but I can't. Yeah, I don't like people behind me. I love you too, Summer. I love you, Dan. I love y'all, Dr. Gretchen. I love you, Kathy, Brian, everybody on here, Sophia. Let me see. Really? Huh. Well then. See over here? Then we have to actually come. I put my phone on a different language. Siri better fix it. Over here, we are if we're driving, it doesn't matter. What? Summer? How? Is it just Texas and Louisiana that don't do that? Because we're not allowed to do that. Wow. Nope, we're only allowed to use the lanes provided. Now, if people are actually kind enough to move over, and they're not quite all the way over. We can go into, to go around them, but we have to stop at every red light, even if it's green. Come to a stop to look, because if any accident happens, I will never know how to say that word. Yeah, I mean, we go through red lights, absolutely, but we have to come to a stop at them first, because if there is an accident that happens in an intersection, no matter what it is, automatically the ambulance's fault. We had to go to the scene of another ambulance, our partners, one time, and this car hit the back end. They had their blinker on to turn in to their station, and the car hit the back end so hard it flipped that ambulance. I mean, literally flipped it. So that wasn't their fault, but if we're in any kind of accident in an intersection, it's definitely going to be our fault, because we have to come to a stop and make sure everyone's safe before we go through it. There's just a lot of rules, but thank the good Lord above, it never had a seizure. Speaking of, this is the very store that I'm sitting at that I had this seizure that made me wreck. And I'm not going to say anything else because I don't know who's watching, because I don't want to get pulled over when I leave here. Let's just say they took a lack of money. I have to go 6 months and I can't do it. So, yeah, this is weird. This is the store, actually. Wild. I had a seizure down the road. I remember exactly everything. I remember the light. I remember thinking it's been red a long time. I mean, it's been green a long time, and he just slowed down. And then, guess what? Don't remember anything else except pulling up to that speed limit 55 sign right over there. And then I don't remember anything else since I was at the hospital, because I was in an active seizure. And what is crazy is that this gas pump right here behind me is where the person I hit rolled their vehicle into the gas pump. But it was a very old vehicle. They only had 7 stitches in their leg. Nothing else was hurt. And they took in a good 50-something grand for my insurance. So I hope they're happy. Glad I didn't kill anybody. But, yeah. So I won't get back behind the wheel of an ambulance ever again. Because obviously that my medications were not controlling my seizures. So it's just weird that I'm at the same store. But anyway, all right, y'all. I love y'all, and I really am dreading going to work, but I got to go get this done. And I will probably come on later, depending. I don't know what schedules everybody's got, so I'll look on there. Kathy, if you have told me later on, later on tonight, what schedules, if there's a free space gap in there somewhere, because I don't like to come on when there's other creators on. I don't like messing up their time slots, because everybody's pretty much like settled into theirs. I'm just here. So, just let me know if you don't mind, and I will talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. Have a blessed day. And if you have anxiety, like I do, just breathe. Center yourself and breathe. And remember what Kathy's wonderful advice: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it absolutely does work. Oh, well, I will promise you, I will be back on. I'm gonna go see what's going. I know that they had all the residents all in one house because of extermination. I don't know what time they're actually going to get to bring them back to the other house, but I'm gonna have to get everything settled and get to act, because when I start filling med boxes, no one's allowed in my office. So, no in and out. I locked them out, so I don't make mistakes, because those kind of mistakes will kill somebody. And and I have to do 7 injections when I get there. Forgot about that. So I know, but I'll be back on. I will. Let me do all their injections, so they'll be out of the office. And yeah, they can't go without their injections. And I will come back on. And I figured it out the last time how to do it without any HIPAA violations, so I think I can figure it out this time. But anyway, you have a great day. I will see y'all soon. I promise. I will let Kathy know just as where she can put a thumbnail out. But I appreciate you, and I love y'all, and y'all have a wonderful day.
Kathy, what do I do?